Anthropologists have discovered that Revolutionary War hero General Casimir Pulaski might have had a different biological makeup than previously thought. Pulaski was a leading, but unsuccessful, Polish military commander against the Russians in Poland. It was Benjamin Franklin who recommended Pulaski leave Poland and come fight the revolution on American soil. Often called the father of the American Cavalry, Pulaski is credited with saving George Washington's life at the Battle of Brandywine in 1777. Pulaski is often recognized in places with large Polish communities, and he is celebrated in Chicago each year on the first Monday of March. But it wasn't what he did on the battlefield that is a mystery to historians. It's his identity. In 1996, a monument named after Pulaski in Savannah began to fall apart. At the base of the monument, a box of Pulaski's remains.
If we were looking at this skeleton just in a forensic context, not knowing anything else about the skeleton, other than this was, a case that you had to figure out what sex it was and find out other information about it just from the skeleton, this would definitely be put in the female pile.
Researchers now believe that Pulaski might have been intersex.
There's a lot of different kinds of intersex conditions. And even within a single condition, there's a great deal of variation in how any of these conditions are expressed physically. So it's like a much more problematic issue. But what we do know is that we do have this disconnect between what we see in the skeleton and what we know about Pulaski's life, which is kind of unique too, that we have a really complete biography of this man, that we have his baptismal records, sort of on through his life. Which is relatively unusual for somebody we have skeletal remains of. There's a lot of erasure of intersex people that has happened a long period of time, and even what it means to be intersex is, there's lots of definitions of what it might mean to be intersex, like how non-binary of a pattern do you need to sort of count as intersex has been an issue. And sort of in the past, a lot of treatments of various intersex conditions have been trying to sort of facilitate individuals being put into like one sex box versus another and one gender box versus another. And so part of what's happening with the Pulaski story and the possibility that Pulaski was intersex is, somebody who is a historical figure who, we have a biography of him. We know a lot about his life. He's got a story. He's got a presence. He's got highways and roads and counties and cities named after him, and national holidays and stuff. And this could be a figure that is a touchstone for a totally different group of people than Pulaski had sort of been a touchstone for in the past.